Camp April NaNoWriMo is like a week away. Less than a week, actually. It's less than a week away. Hello, and welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about preparing for Camp April NaNoWriMo, since it's just days away at this point. Not from today. From today, it's still over a week away, thankfully. But by the time this video is up, it is not. I should have posted this way earlier in the month. So some of these are probably things you probably should have done earlier in March, maybe. I don't know, but these are the important steps that you need to have probably do maybe in preparing for Camp NaNoWriMo. You do before you prepare to go camping. By camping, I mean writing. First thing that you need to do is make sure that you are signed up on the Camp NaNoWriMo website and that you're signed up. You just sign in with your NaNoWriMo username. If you don't have a NaNoWriMo username, then you need one of those. And then you need to decide on a goal. You create your novel and you pick a goal. You can pick a goal for camp, which I really appreciate. Unlike regular NaNoWriMo, which is 50,000 words, you can do whatever the hell you want for Camp NaNoWriMo. In my case, I picked 100 pages. And don't worry too much about picking a goal. You can change it until like the 25th of April. So if you find that you pick too hard of a goal or too easy of a goal, you can change it in the middle of the month up until like verification, which is like the 25th of April. So in my case, I picked 100 pages, which is 35,000 words. And unlike with NaNoWriMo, you can not just do a word goal, you can do a page goal, you can do, I think, hours, minutes, lines, or pages. You can do whatever you want. And then once you have decided your goal, then you must create a plan of attack. You must decide how you are going to attack that goal. Like, are you going to do a certain number of words or whatever a day? Obviously, Camp NaNoWriMo statistics will tell me once the thing starts. I love statistics. Like, statistically, it will tell you how many you need to do to reach your goal anyway, but I'm also using something that Haley and Bookland used, and I want to say J. Kristoff, but that might not be it. And that is Pacemaker. And Pacemaker, you create a plan. For free, you can create 2 plans. If you pay $8 a month, you can apparently create a lot more plans, but I'm not paying no $8 a month. Do I look like I have $8 a month? I don't think so. So right now, my 2 plans are my outline for this month, and then Camp April, where I need to write like 3 or 4 pages a day to reach 100, which is pretty good. It's pretty good. So that's my plan of attack. You need to know how you're gonna attack it. Attack. And speaking of attacking things, you should add Words on the Pageathon, hosted by Books Are My Heart, Angela, here on BookTube, to your calendar for Saturday, April 7th, which is a 24-hour write-a-thon, where you should attack a lot of words, because it's Words on the Pageathon. So that's helpful. You should do that. Add that to your calendar. And on that day, I plan to write, I'd like to write 24 pages, just because that's a page an hour. I mean, a page in Scrivener is 350 words, so I should write a lot. I'd like to write like 10,000 words, really, but we will see. We will see. Then once you've got your plan of attack there, you need your weapons, your weaponry, your programs, or your whatever the hell you use to write. I guess some people use like a pen and paper, which I don't understand because my handwriting is shit. I use Scrivener, I use Scrivener for Windows, I should state, because it's slightly different than Scrivener for Mac. It's supposed to be updated to be very similar this year, but it will cost like $20–25, and Mama don't got that, so that is my program of choice. I love Scrivener. It's not for everyone. Some people like to use Microsoft Word. Pick what you're gonna write in. I also like Focuswriter, which is just, it's a really nice text editor where you can have a nice background. It's full screen. It's basically the same as Scrivener's full screen mode, which I really like. Also, last November NaNoWriMo, I started using Cold Turkey Writer, which helped me a lot. Not that I used it enough. So I will probably use that if I need to sit my ass down and write. And that is another full screen editor, but it's one that you cannot X out of. It will not let you. Now, once you know what you're gonna write in, you should probably maybe make an outline if you're an outliner. If you're not an outliner, don't then. In my case, I use Scrivener. I outline in Scrivener. I also make character profiles. I do the whole 9 yards. Some people don't do that. If you need an outline, you should probably have it ready by April 1st. I know I should, but wow, that's fast approaching and my outline is not done. But more important, honestly the most important part of writing is having a playlist. A playlist. I use Spotify. Most people use Spotify. Do people still use iTunes? I don't know if they do, but I do not. I use Spotify, which is awesome. I don't have Spotify Premium, but I do have Spotify in general, and I have playlists. I love playlists. Now, you should pick, now it depends on what you like to write to. Some people like to write to just the Harry Potter soundtrack, which is super fair. I like to write to music that fits the atmosphere and the theme of the story. So like in the case of my story for Camp April, it's a lot of like fantasy, atmospheric music, lots of light and dark themes, some battle-y themes and stuff like that. But I think that writing to music is very helpful. Some people don't write to music. If you don't, that's okay though. I don't understand you. Do you write to silence? The next thing you should do is make sure that your friends and family, maybe co-workers, children, I don't know who else is in people's lives, know that you are going camping, and by camping I mean writing. Hey Merlin, I'm gonna go camping next month. You cool with that? You need to inform them of what you're doing so they know that you won't have cell service in the forest. What about you, Cookie? You cool with it? How about you, Torty? Yeah? Of NaNoWriMo. Except you probably will have cell service because you're not actually in a forest. Hey Mama, is it cool if I go camping next month? No? After you've done that, you need to get a tent. Don't actually get a tent. There are no actual tents involved because there's no camping involved. There's no metaphor for that. It's, don't get a tent. But I mean, you could get a tent. You could get a tent and you could go to the middle of the forest and just write with like maybe a solar battery and a laptop for a whole month. That would be kind of cool. Maybe if it was a cabin, maybe not a tent. I can't imagine spending a whole month in a tent. A cabin though, oh, I could get behind that. Nice mountain views, maybe a lake. Oh yes, a lakeside cabin, middle of the forest. Oh, I love it. Which, speaking of the outdoors in the forest, you should, check your weather to make sure that you can go outdoors next month. Or not, I don't know. I'd like to go outdoors, but it's probably gonna be too hot. It's hot today. It's only 80, like 2 or 3. It's an unpleasant 80s is what it is. Something very important for most writers, I think, is snacks. You need to make sure you don't starve. Get some trail mix. In my case, all I have is pretzels, and these might be gone by the time April starts. Let's be real. I really have a bad habit when it comes to pretzels. You know what else you need if you're trekking around the forest, hiking around and stuff? Water. Or drinks in general. I don't drink water. You need drinks. This is empty right now, actually, but drinks. In my case, I'll probably be drinking Kool-Aid, cola. I'm hoping to make some iced tea. I'd love some tea. It's a little too hot for hot tea, but I might drink some of that too. A lot of writers like to drink coffee, which I do not drink coffee. I don't even like the smell of it. I don't know. Call me in 10 years, maybe I'll like coffee, but not today. But make sure you have something to drink. That way you don't thirst to death in the middle of the forest that is NaNoWriMo. And along with that, you need a decent workspace, a space to work. I mean, that's different for everybody. Some people need a really clean desk. Some people need a really nice table at a coffee shop, apparently. I don't know. Some people can just take their laptop and sit on the couch. But I have a desk, I have my computer, and Yeah, most people I think write on computers anymore. I mean, I don't know about you personally, but make sure your desk is in a good shape for writing. Maybe put some inspirational shit on the wall. I'm also not doing that, but a lot of people do. A lot of people like to do that. You go ahead and do that. If it will help you write, do it. And with that, you need some writing buddies, which I meant by writing buddies, you know, animals, or like cute little stuffed animals, or pet. There's a pet there. You can't see her. She's there though. But also you can join a cabin for Camp NaNoWriMo, you know, with friends or with strangers even. It's a little weird. I would say join with your friends if you have friends that are doing NaNoWriMo. If you don't have friends, I feel you, first of all. But you can also just be assigned a random cabin in the hopes of making friends. I've tried that I think once and I don't think it worked out great, but I have no social skills. If you have social skills, it might work out great for you. You can also go on, I think, the NaNoWriMo forums on the regular NaNoWriMo site and probably find cabin mates, find a cabin, find some buddies. It is always good to have friends who are undertaking the same forest trek that you are, that are going on the same camping trip. You don't want to go camping alone. The bears will eat you. I don't actually know if that's what bears are drawn to. Are they drawn to people who are alone in the woods? I would imagine so. That sounds like easy pickings. I feel like I would be easy pickings in the wood. I don't know if there are any bears in Arizona though. Actually, there is Bearizona. I don't know if there's actually bears at Bearizona. I know that there are deer. I think that those are all my steps to prepare for NaNoWriMo. I got a little talky there. The pink pig thinks that you can do this. He has faith in your writing abilities. He is cheering you on this NaNoWriMo. I hope that you have a successful one. I hope that we all have a successful Camp April NaNoWriMo. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I will see you later, and I will see you in my weekly reading and writing vlogs next month for Camp April NaNoWriMo. I will see you in my next video. Goodbye! Excuse you, sir? Are you going out the window? Fluffboy.